Hello, all you Frozies, McFrozen Nuggets here, coming to you with another video, and today, it's gonna be something a little bit different, as I obviously haven't really done a review on, like, a hand-drawn picture. I just mainly showcased a lot of my older pictures, if you've seen my older videos from, like, 2015, 2016, etc, etc. But this one's actually kind of special because I kind of want to try and raise some more awareness around the show. That is kind of a picture of Jenny Wakeman, aka XJ9, from My Life as a Teenage Robot. Now the story with this is I kind of wanted to make a picture of Jenny that was kind of tougher than usual. Like, say, for example, this noggin logo, it's kind of flimsy. Whereas this one, I decided to make it a little bit tougher and thicker, so she would be a little bit more durable. And I also made so she's a little bit more three-dimensional because I also made her back. And you might be wondering how is she standing up? That's why. Made that little stand right there. And as you can see in the background, I also do have the My Life as a Teenage Robot logo. That one I also hand drew and made myself, which I'll actually show a little bit later on. But yeah. Again, I just want to raise more awareness for the show because of the fact that it's been getting a lot more love lately. Her Jenny appearing in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, with her original voice actress Janice Kawaii returning to voice her for the first time since 2007 with Nicktoons Attack of the Toy Bots. And she's also in Smite, apparently, or Sprite, whatever it is. Smite, I think. And obviously the show's 20th anniversary of next year. And again, because of that, I want to possibly get some action figures of her. Hopefully Nickelodeon will actually even bother to do it. Because one of the biggest opportunities was when Toying with Jenny came out. Which, I actually put a clip up right here.
Hey guys!
Oh, it's you.
Shouldn't you be off riding in a limo somewhere without your friends?
I know, it's been a crazy day, but I have something I think will cheer you up. I'm an action figure!
Basically when all of a sudden there's like this huge company that wants to make action figures and toys of Jenny, thinking of how popular she is, when it obviously turns out it was actually Vexus and Krakus trying to make some sort of quote-unquote killer toy to take over Earth. And another example is that of Kilgore with that little wind-up toy that's always yelling, "Surrender! Surrender! Surrender!" It's actually kind of a good impression I just heard from myself. Yeah. Also, something else too, I think Armageddon would make a damn cool toy. Like a really cool, like, not just a deluxe action figure, but also a really cool playset. See, Nickelodeon? Give me some ideas for toys and playsets for My Life as a Teenage Robot. Honestly, fans want Jenny toys. We want those toys already, man. I mean, come on, it's been almost 2 decades now. You gonna hop on that train? Or are you just gonna continue to pander to more of the Loud House and more of the SpongeBob sort of quote-unquote reboot? Yeah. Now let's kind of get into the finer details of her. Kind of take this stand away and show her what she looks like. So, this is basically what she looks like. It may look like she's sky blue on camera, but I actually did use kind of a turquoise blue. And yeah, right there you can see how thick she is. And I also did do her back. I'll actually put the picture that this is based off of right up here. And I also happened to look at her actual back in a transparent image, which I think I'll cut right here just to kind of show you that. And grab one of my other phones. Okay, so like right here. Yeah, you can see how I obviously use this as kind of like my guide to make Jenny's back here. Copy the V shape right in the center of kind of her upper back. And I don't know how many times I'm saying back already, so I apologize. Got the back of her head to be like accurately positioned for her front. Because she obviously is kind of looking quote unquote out from the side. Hence this little part of her chin jutting out. Obviously I guess you could say her repulsors are in the front. So I did not do that back here. And the white detailing on her feet also wraps all the way around her feet. Let's see her pigtails. These bolts up here to kind of hold them in. And no little quote-unquote belly button on her back either. So yeah, and with this particular Jenny, I also made it so she's somewhat customizable. Like right here, I mainly have her with these eyes where it looks like she's kind of looking out at you. But underneath is just the eyes I originally drew her with, when she's kind of looking off to her right. See right there, and obviously the same thing. I also did have a set of dream mode eyes, but those didn't exactly fit, but I might cut in with an extra clip in between each in a little bit, where I actually do have her dream mode eyes on. But I'm just gonna leave these ones on for now, because it's just nice to see her awesome, cute expression. Because honestly, come on, Jenny's one of the most relatable characters from all of Nickelodeon history. And obviously, as you can probably tell, she is completely covered with tape. And remember what I said with that noggin logo? How rather flimsy it is. Jenny? Oh. Pretty tough. That's for sure. And actually, something I found rather interesting is that Jenny this particular picture of Jenny happens to be in a similar scale as the Marvel Legends figures. Like, for example, my upgrade to Spider-Man from No Way Home. She's just about the same size, so that's kind of one of the reasons why I kind of want two sort of different size Jenny action figures. One, be in a similar scale as the Marvel Legends, which is also similar to what I know, or yeah. And then the other scale being similar to what we see in the show, kind of similar. Close comparison would be to Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story. For example, I have to cut here really quick.
Blue, where are... It's the phone.
Sorry for that abrupt cut. My friend, who you might have seen him on YouTube, it's Matt Garish. He was literally texting me off. He literally sent me 3 texts while I was recording, and then he literally just tried calling me. But I sent him a message to let him know that I'm in the middle of filming this. Yeah. And by the way, he's also a fan of Teenage Robots, though not as much as me, because obviously, I just really want this show back. He's more into Danny Phantom and whatnot. And he said that was quote-unquote his Ghostbusters. So, just a little shout out to my good friend Matt. He was also in the chat for a live stream I was watching when another one of my friends was live streaming Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah. Anyway, back to Jenny. Like I said before, I'd love to see a Jenny action figure in a similar scale as the Marvel Legends and Star Wars Black Series figures. And also one in a similar scale as, for example, Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story. Which I'll actually grab him really quick. Sorry for yet another abrupt cut. The stand holding my phone just kind of completely gave out on me right when I was bringing Buzz down. But yeah, this is the scale I'm referring to. And yes, this is the Toy Story Collection Buzz Lightyear. I'm not really interested in reviewing him because he's kind of old and kind of worn down. So I just mainly have him as a display. He's given to me by one of my youngest cousins because he was also hoping to give me his Toy Story Collection Woody, and he hasn't found his hat, from what I know. But I'm at least happy to have Buzz, and he obviously does still work. I'm not gonna push any of his buttons. But yeah, this is overall the scale of the slightly bigger Jenny to be, and Stan just gave out again. But this time I'm just gonna get back in there. Yeah, you can see kind of how I operate with my videos and whatnot. Yeah, now just get Buzz back up onto his shelf. And also really quick, since you kind of saw in the background and I mentioned it earlier, I want to show you the My Life as Teenage Robot logo that I also made to go along with Jenny. If I can get her to stand again. Alright. And she just fell over. That's just great. Come on, Jenny, stand. You do it earlier. Why can't you do it now? Alright. So, like Jenny, completely hand-drawn and colored by me. The black part is I use a black marker. And the blue outline, I just use a sky blue colored pencil. Nickelodeon logo is actually completely separate, but I used a orange marker there as well. And no, I did not trace this, I completely free drew this myself. Just like I said with Jenny. And actually, by the way, really quick, with Jenny's outline, I just use a black Crayola marker as well. And I actually did that before I actually... And out. Yet again. It completely doesn't want to cooperate, doesn't it? I'm gonna leave some of these mistakes in because, hey, again, this is the way I operate. This is the way I work. And sometimes you just gotta show your true self. I mean, you just gotta be real. You know, I think I'm just gonna hold this because it doesn't want to cooperate. Yeah, the Nick logo completely separate. Show that right there. And I also did layer this a little bit too. As you can see right there. So it'll be a little thick as well. Though it's not as thick as Jenny. Like I mentioned earlier. Okay, I'm gonna need to cut again to kind of try and get this stand back under control. Now my stand is back under control, let's wrap this up. So, yeah, that's my kind of little mini review slash showcase of my homemade hand-drawn Jenny Wakeman, again, quote-unquote, action figure. I'll actually leave a link to the channels for My Life as a Teenage Robot Fanbase, Teenage Robot Rebooted, and XJ10 in the description below. Because I want you guys to go show them some support. Especially Teenage Robot Rebooted. Because that video of that activation date, first early draft, holy shit. That thing's gotten 200,000 views now. And man, the way it builds off of the original show and actually takes it into a slightly darker route, and even adds to Jenny's backstory as to how she was built and how she came into this world, is just absolutely crazy. Crazy. And again, Rob Renzetti, if you're watching this, please, or rather, Nickelodeon, rather, because obviously I know Rob Renzetti and Fred Raider Studios want to bring back the show. Nickelodeon executives, if you're watching this, if you somehow stumble across this video while looking around on YouTube, please bring back My Life as a Teenage Robot for its final season. Please do it on Paramount Plus. Give Rob Renzetti complete creative control over his story, as I've said to you numerous times on social media. Let him do what he wants on Paramount Plus, since obviously the iCarly revival goes into a more adult tone, because it's obviously for the fans that grew up with the original show that are now adults. So do the same for My Life as a Teenage Robot. And also, while we're at it, officially conclude Danny Phantom, the Mighty Beat, at least continue the Mighty Beat, and also conclude Jimmy Neutron. Give those shows the proper respect and care that they so absolutely deserve. And my cat Orla is sniffing my head on my bed. Little cameo from Orla. Say hi, Orla. Say hi to the subscribers. She doesn't care. And yes, she has gotten pretty big as of late. Last time you guys saw her was in fall of 2021 on my 2.0 channel, when she was still a kitten. Now she's like almost 1 now. Just petting her a little bit. So again, Nickelodeon, bring back Teenage Robot, bring back Danny Phantom, bring back the Mighty Bee, and bring back Jimmy Neutron. And have the original creators involved in the story process, and let them go, and let them do what they want to do with their shows and stories. Give us less of the SpongeBob spin, the garbage SpongeBob spin-offs like Camp Coral and the Patrick Star Show, and less of that Fairly Odd Parents reboot, Fairly Odder, and give us shows that we want to see concluded properly. So yeah. That's my little PSA right there for Nickelodeon. As usual, social media links in the description below. Drop a like if you enjoyed this. And yeah. And also too, I even got responses from 4 people that were involved in My Life as a Teenage Robot. Robert Zaid, the creator. Chad Dorick, voice of Brad. Candy Mila, voice of Dr. Nora Wakeman. And most recently, Chris Summer, the voice of Tiff Crust, who also happens to be the voice of a certain someone by the name of Granny May, one of the villains from Word Girl. Yeah, my divine some crossovers with Teenage Robot and Word Girl. But yeah, again, obviously, love all your Frosies to death, and of course, do not forget to keep it rigid. And just a fair warning to other villains out there, no, my Frosies, Jenny, and I are not interested in joining the cluster. The cluster. You. Again, keep it rigid, may the force be with you. This is the way.